Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to apply the Rau Drag, pass my partner from there, finish up with some basic submissions. Check out the full video. Oos. What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, as the title says, Rau Drags. We actually had Jason Rau on this channel a long time ago, check out that video. He himself says he didn't invent this, but he made it popular, so we're calling it the Rau Drag. Now we can do this from a lot of different positions. Knee shield, half guard, pins, split squat, and even side control, and even from bottom position. Today, I'm going to tell you what the Rau Drag is, how to apply it, what the details are, and if you stay tuned at the end, I'm going to show some really cool follow-ups and some submissions. But for now, the most important thing, guys, is to learn what is a Rau Drag and how do you apply it. The situation is follows. I'm trying to pass T's guard, he has a knee shield in place, and this frame is actually keeping me from passing and getting chest to chest with my partner. It's very important that I let my partner carry my weight. I don't want to overcommit and have him enter my legs or sweep me, but I want to keep pressure and I want to engage T's in this guard so that he pushes back. The more he pushes back, the better our Rau Drag will be. Now, my far side hand is usually framing in his armpit, pinning his wrist, keep framing, yeah, pinning his wrist or pinning his hip, yeah, to not allow my partner to get up that easy, and I'm putting weight into the guard. What I want to do is I want to take my far side hand and cup his tricep or shoulder on the far side. I'm going to push his hand all the way to the other direction, but the hard part is if I push his hand, it's going to get stuck on my chest or neck. So it's important that I lift my chest and head, move out of the direction fast, whilst keeping the pressure on the guard. So I'm not lifting my hips up, keep my pressure here. So he's pushing into me. As I cup, I lift up and drag the arm to the opposite side as my elbow digs in. Now, we get to that in a second, but my move is tilting my chest and head, passing it out of the way. It's an explosive move, and the more he pushes in, the easier it gets. Yeah? I'm going for this far side wrist, far side tricep. As I scissor my arms, as I lift my chest and head up, look away, pass the arm to the opposite side. That is the beginning and the main focus of the Rau Drag. From here, we're going to pass, but if we cannot get this in our system and drill this a few times, it's going to be very hard to pass. Also, the more I push into him, the more he's pushing back, and if he pushes back, it's going to be way easier to explosively hit this. So make sure you push into your partner. Don't overcommit, don't lift your hips, but keep cooking on this frame, yeah? Now, from that Rau Drag, our goal is to pass the guard. Now, we're not there yet. As I cup this far side, as I lift this, open my chest, my elbow wedges in between here. Now you can clearly see the blue and the white. Look, he's pushing, I'm controlling, I'm trying to pass, figuring out if I want a leg sweep, step back to headquarters. As I go, my elbow digs in and puts pressure on his ribs, yeah? My weight is gonna be here as my hand cups here. Now it's very convenient if you want to reach your underhook all the way deep and go chest to chest. Not yet, buddy. Keep this in, keep your weight here. Now to prevent my partner from opening his back and moving and bringing his shoulders back to the mat, I like to cup his head and don't push it down. We're gonna do that later, but for now I'm just pulling it in. So open your back, yeah, there you start. My weight is here. So he wants to move back, yeah. I keep all the weight on my elbow, on the backside of his head. Now I'm going to slide out of this final knee that's blocking me, but I'm not taking away the weight on my elbow. So I'm not putting all my body weight here, because here he will just wrestle up, there's too much space. So I keep the pressure on my right elbow, cup his head, as I only move my lower body out of position and start bringing either chest to flatten him out, yeah? Either walk my hips all the way back, or I move him to north-south. Let's just quickly do that as we're here. A Rau Drag. Boom, bring this in, the knee shield is here, sorry. As I cup the head, yeah, I slide my hips out and I bring him chest to chest as I punch this fist through and go into this north-south position or tripod over. These are the most common ways to pass from here. Now, a minor detail you can do if you don't want to slide your hips all the way out because it gives some space. And in a different video for our YouTube members, we're going to look at the counters to the Rau Drag. Yeah? And one of those counters is when he moves his hips too far away. As we're here, another option I can do is just use my hips a little bit and bring his leg back with this elbow. Yeah, so if his knee is on my hips, I keep the Rau Drag, I bring this elbow in, move my hips a little bit out of the way and just push it back as I now flatten him out and start passing. With my elbow, yeah, I really like to keep a lot of pressure on the elbow and just slide my hips out to pass. Now, before we go into submissions and follow-ups, I promise I'll do those, a more common thing to look at is I want you to secure the pass. Now, T's might turtle up as I slide my hips out and lose a little bit of pressure to prevent me scoring points on him for the pass and to go to turtle, which does expose his back, and we're gonna, we're gonna take advantage of that, sorry. So as he's here, I'm framing, trying to pass. I lift my chest up, boom, I drag, bring my elbow down. If his knee shield already shot out, I'm very happy I'm passing. If his knee shield is still in, I keep pressure on the elbow, cup the head. Now, as I try to slide my hip out and pass, these turtles up. I'm not fighting the chest-to-chest connection. I'm going around, I wedge my knee in, trap his foot, and immediately go for a back take. From here, I get my bottom hook, he's defending the top hook, and we can work this, but that's a different video. Let's do it one time, a bit more smooth from the other side. So now we focus on the back take. It's about anticipation, guys. It's about me knowing that as I pass, his final reaction is to not give me the points and try the turtle instead of regarding. So as I'm here, boom, I start passing, he goes for the turtle, I switch, wedge my knee back in, extend, start attacking for the back. I highly encourage you to drill this before you go into submissions and ask your partner to do the correct response, because people will scramble here, try to wrestle up or try to turtle up to prevent you from passing the guard, yeah? If they should just stay there, you can get north-south or get chest-to-chest and just flatten them out. Most important is to keep all that pressure on that cup and that elbow positioning. It's hard to show you this on video, but these can back me up here. The pressure is all the time on his ribs and body as I'm here, guys, before I pass. Now let's look up some follow-up submissions. Just gonna show a few real quick. If you wanna see them again, just rewind. One of those I really like is as I pass here, I push the head down, I cup it in a little bit, I bring my knee close to his face as this leg steps over, and I go into a far side armbar. Now with that same mechanic, we can go to the seated north-south. So let's start off in the drag, middle here. As I push him down, I go into the seated north-south, yeah, on his face. If I trap the arm, beautiful, we can start working kimuras. If he defends or he grabs his own arm or whatever, something I also like to do is to push his hand in, yeah. Keep this kimura hand over. I hope you can see it from this angle. As I throw my leg over, sometimes I need to push this hip or leg out of the way, but he's pulling his elbow in by himself. Step over, and you know what's coming, Trico Plata, as we walk his arm this way. Yeah, we have Barato Plata here. I have a really cool one for the guys still looking. Let's turn all the way. This is the big heavy guy Trico Plata variation if it doesn't work. So grab your hands, defend. Instead of me throwing my leg over, I shoot this one deep, shoot this one over, grab my own head, and start twisting in here. Yeah, try this at home. It's not as strong as the Trico Plata with the head, but I call this the big strong guy, the Trico Plata variation. If you know what it's called, let me know in the comments. And from here, guys, I can sink back into Darces. Yeah. And the final one I want to show you, let's switch ankles one last time, is I drag his arm with me. So a Rau Dragging the first hand, opening my chest, boom, grabbing the head. Now instead of stepping over to north-south and attacking the top arm, I'm going to use my right leg to drag his arm in and go for this Yoku Sankaku, yeah, as we attack the triangle there. I think that's more than enough. The main focus is, what's the Rau Drag? How does it work? How do we explosively go? It's not something we build up with the pressure. We just let them cook, work. As we explosively pass, dig my elbow in. We know how to push back, slide out, step over, take the back if they turtle up. I think those are the most important details. And some cool submissions in the end. Let me know what you think and see you next one. And for the people who are members to the YouTube channel or support us on Patreon, I'm going to show you the counters to the Rau Drag in another video. Oes!